Bagnaia. He can't roll out of it. He's not going to be bothered about Mir. That's not going to be a distraction for him. Mir's sat on his rear tyre again because he knows that Bagnaia can't roll out. He has to push at his maximum. Look at those eyes. Fixated on those screens. Jack Appleyard, brilliant stuff. Jack the point to us. No great surprise. Bagnaia is out on a fresh rear tyre.
Estimated second, but look at Luca Marini. He could push him out.
As we mentioned,
looks like he will.
So as we mentioned, this is not a given. The Bagnaia's going to find his way through here. You can almost feel the pressure, feel the tension building here in Mandalika. 4 minutes of Q1 remaining. Out of the final corner then comes Bagnaia, and it is still not good enough. A 1:39.42 keeps him in P3. It could be getting worse here because Marini, as I mentioned, is on an absolute fly. This is a stonky lap coming in from the battered and bruised Italian.
With freshly plated collarbone.
Oh, he's made a mistake. Something happened to Marini. He came over the line and he must have made a mistake in the final sector.
What a sigh of relief from the whole factory Ducati garage.
Well, he was nearly 3/10 up through sector 3 and then was over 3 seconds away coming through sector 4. So there's obviously something went horribly wrong for Marini in that final split. Now this is more like it. This is Bagnaia saying what he said he was going to do and deal with the pressure. Although he's on the curves there on the inside coming through the high speed turn 6. That's going to cost him some momentum through the second split. Top end of the circuit then, out of turn 10, into the right-hander, second gear, turn 11. Then it'll be hard left, click on one gear, 130 km/h, third gear, turn 12. Third gear, up to 220 clicks now, through 13, and then you're building momentum. Fourth gear, fifth gear towards turn 15. And Bagnaia at the moment, this is going to be A-OK. Marini putting together another really good lap. Morbidelli also on a strong lap. 3 minutes and a little bit less of this session remaining. Bagnaia comes through 16. Hard left there now through the low gear final corner. He'll pick it up on the fat part of the tyre, drive towards the finish line. Bagnaia goes in the P1, 1:36.26. Is that good enough for spot in Q2?
Because there's a couple of riders coming now looking really good, Luca Marini especially, and Bagnaia has 2 more laps at it, and I think that rear tyre will do at least 1 more.
Luca Marini has just set a new all-time lap record. This time around he did not make a mistake in that 4th sector, and Luca Marini a 1:33.83. That is almost a 10th clear of the latest Spargaro's lap record set yesterday. Brilliant performance by Marini. Oh, look at Bertardozzi, look at Gigi Dall'Igna. Well, they know that Bagnaia is in the danger zone here.
Because his teammate is fastest first sector.
Can you imagine Bagnaia misses out on Q2 because of his returning teammate, Enea Bastianini, and from one of his VR46 stablemates, Luca Marini. This is a real good lap coming in from Bastianini, and you can see on the bottom of your screens at the moment Bagnaia hasn't got the pace. In fact, he's rolled out of it. Something's happened to him in this 3rd sector. You can't take your eyes off this then, can you? 90 seconds remaining then of this dramatic Q1 session here in Indonesia. We follow number 23, Enea Bastianini. Gigi Dall'Igna looks on. At the moment, Bastianini's lost time in the 3rd sector. This will not be good enough, although he will get 1 more lap, of course. He's going to come over the line for 1 more crack at this. We'll follow the beast then now. Through the final corner he'll come, through 17. P3 was an estimated position. Is he going inside that top turn, pushing Bagnaia out? Over the line he comes, he does! Can you believe this? Enea Bastianini has pushed Pecco Bagnaia out of the top 2, and Bagnaia, his session is over. Pecco Bagnaia is missing out on Q2. High drama here in Mandalika because Enea Bastianini and Luca Marini have denied Pecco Bagnaia a place in Q2.
Well, you can tell Gigi hasn't got a button to push to stop.
Look, he's seen the big screen. Yeah. There's the big screen at the corner of your eye, and he's just looked at the big screen, and he's seen on the standings his name in P3. A shake of the head.
Oh, that's huge. It puts him so far down the grid. It's just not possible.
What a time to miss Q2 for the very first time. Are we seeing this afternoon in the Tissot sprint? Somebody's gone down as well, the late corner. In our headsets, there's been a late crash here. Worst grip positions. Oh, it's Joan Zarco. Zarco.
It sounded fast from what we heard too.
Sounded heavy, that one, didn't it?
The bike just kept tumbling.
Wow. Luca Marini with a new all-time lap record has topped Q1. But without any question, the big story, world champion Pecco Bagnaia is out into turn 11. That was a rapid one, wasn't it?
See that, as he tipped in, the rear let go a little bit, came back into line, but the bike was wobbling, a little bit unsettled in the front tuck.
Zarco then, he's going to start the sprint in the Grand Prix tomorrow in 14th place. You can imagine inside the helmet Pecco Bagnaia, the look on his face, his expression when he realised, when he saw the big screen coming through the third section, he saw his name in P3. That they can't believe it, can they? And of all the people, Luca Marini, one of his close buddies at VR46, and his teammate, Enea Bastianini, who's had a terrible time in the factory Ducati team, is the man who's pushed him out of the top two.
But at the end of the day, Matt, you know, you're going to look at Luca. Luca is coming back with a broken collarbone. You're freshly plated on a year older bike.
Astonishing.
You know, you just got to take your head off to him, don't you?
Bagnaia has just checked out. He's not even hanging around. He's just walked straight out the back of that factory Ducati garage. Opportunity knocks, doesn't it, now for this man? Jorge Martin.
So the only chance is Jorge making a mistake, and he hasn't made many of them recently.
So, what a way to kick off Super Saturday. Drama, to say the least, in that Q1 session, and we've still got the fight for pole position coming your way.
As this man said in his debrief yesterday, Pecco not going through to Q2 is his first big mistake.
Will he lose the World Championship lead this afternoon for the first time since the Spanish Grand Prix in Jerez? Bagnaia missed out by nearly a tenth of a second. It wasn't really close. You have to give massive respect and shout-outs to both Marini and Bastianini, of course. They're returning from pretty nasty injuries. What's going through the mind, though?
I think if Gigi had a button to push to stop Enea's bike, he'd have pushed it. So he obviously doesn't have one.
They know. They know. This was Bagnaia then, a very, very frustrated world champion